Hi everyone, welcome in. Thank you all for coming. I've been waiting on this live all week. We got a very special guest, um, Darkly Diamond, Adam. He will be here to share an amazing story. And I want to thank everyone for coming. Let's see who was here. Let me start some. Wow, I gotta scroll all the way up to the top here. Let's see. Well, we got Lee. He takes off the trash and the recycles. He took out a variety of single foods and snacks, places soft drinks and various waters on the table, took out some Oreo cookies and milk. Yes, those black, dark, and milk chocolate fountains, pretzels, marshmallows, fruit out for everyone. Welcome to Diamond Painting with NND Tennessee. Help yourself, come on in, grab a snack, and hit the like button on the way to your seat. Thank you, Miss Lee. Thank you for that. It's about time I got my Oreos and milk. I've been wanting to know for a year. Let's see, we got Ditsy and Lee and Kutokai. Hi, Kutokai. How are you feeling? I hope you're feeling better. I didn't think that you. I'm gonna give you a call. Let's see who else do we have. Mia. Hi, Mia. How are you? What you up to this evening? Miss Berta. Berta. How are you doing, Berta? I've been thinking about you too. Let's see. I'm gonna do something here. Give me 1 second. Let me. Where'd she go? There you are. Okay. There you go. There. You should be smart. Sorry, girls. I thought I had actually. Okay, let's see. We got Denise. Hi, Denise. And Angel. Hi, Angel. Hi, Eve. How are you, Dad? Mr. Adams here. I'll get you on right now in a second. When you're ready, just let me know. We got Tracy. Hi, Dad. Thank you all for coming. Carol, had your little drill. Thank you. Stacy, Lenore, my favorite. Wow. Hi, Lenore. What's up? How you feeling? Lenore's my favorite, you all. She and I, that's the girls. And Sherry, hi, Sherry. And Jenna, Selena Diamond. Allison, hi Allison, how are you? Wow. Let's see. Scrolling on about to get to the bottom here. Let's see. And Linda, hi Linda. I think I'm all caught up. Yep. So, Adam, whenever you're ready, you just let me know. And I will add you to the stage. I will try my very best to add you to the stage. This is new to me, so you just come on in when you're ready. The Adam is he's an exceptional young man. He really is. He and I got to talk to him one night, and I just asked him if he'd like to come onto the channel, and he graciously accepted. And I think you guys are gonna really enjoy talking with him. I really do. I will say that sensitive matters will be discussed, um, non-consensual acts and SIs will be discussed. So I do wanna make sure that that is brought to your attention. Um, I don't want to blindside anyone, but let's see, Adam, did you get the link? Let's see, wait a minute. What is that? But let's see, did you get the link, Adam? If you did, I'm not seeing you. Let's see. Hold on, Dad. I'm new. I'm very, very sorry. Hi, Cindy. How are you? Let's see. Okay. Yes, Eve. Yes, that's what that means. Yes, that is what that means. So I just want to make sure that, that's brought to everyone's attention. Adam, you take your time. Nope, you take your time. You know how I am? I can talk and talk and talk until my little heart's content. So you take your time, with all the time in the world. But how's everyone's day? How you doing? How's the weather there? It's kind of cooled off here. It's in the 80s, so it's very nice. It's not 92 or 100 as it had been. Yes, Adam, we're all friends here. We got you that. We got your heart, and I certainly do. And I have a great set of mods that's going to take care of you too. So you're in good hands. I know that's your young lady that's with you right now. Well, she's not a young lady, she's an adult, but you're in good hands. Like I said, whenever you need to stop, you just say I need to stop and we'll stop. Hi Kathy, how are you? It's 100 there, Stacy. Wow, that's a lot. Alright, alright, Jenna, you just do what you need to do. You can always do the replay if you choose. You do what you need to do. I understand that. So, and honestly, take your time. No rush. I'm just sitting here yakking. That's what I always do. Eve, I wondered if you had to work today, Eve. I know you said you're going to try to get off. I didn't know if you did or not. But again, everyone, there's the replay. You can always check the replay if you can't stay. So, but anyway, I was saying it was raining. I can't do the rain, Dad. It's hard. I hate the rain, but it's sunny now and it's not hot. It feels really good. So what's everyone working on? Are you ready for your odds and odds? Are you ready for that? Maud, to tell me you to add a channel into me, please. I would appreciate that. Hi, Hayden. How are you? I'm not seeing you in here. Okay, Adam, give me the word and you're ready. I'll put you on the tape. Again, no rush. I just said that because I saw you talking it. But yeah, I'm ready to my odds and odds already. You're working on cancers and DAC. I want that one, Hayden. On the cancer. Yep. What am I doing for odds and odds? I'm doing alphabet. That's what I'm doing. Thank you, Ditsy. to turn his channel in. So I just and then I had my drills until Kansas ready. I'm not gonna tell you what I'm doing. I'm gonna do video on it. So I do have that. So then I'm excited to get to you all to talk with Adam. I am. He's an exceptional young man. So let's see if I have everything set up. Yeah, okay. I had to adjust my volume. So okay. But I'm going to introduce you, Adam, to the stage, and I'm just gonna let him do what he wants to do. All right, everyone, let me disable my phone. Okay.
Hello, everyone.
Hi, Adam.
How you doing, Tommy? You alright?
I'm doing good. How are you?
These last couple of hours have just been a bit. Nerves got the best of me, and it was the same when I did the live before. Just almost take it into reaccount what had happened, and it can set me off sometimes. But I'm happy. I'm ready to be here. I was just thinking if we want to have a chat for a bit first, and then we can get into this sort of my life story afterwards.
Sure. First of all, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it and trusting me. You know,
You're
and
welcome. It's
I
not.
think
I feel honoured that you've asked me.
I would. When I tell everyone that you're an exceptional young man, I mean that, and I don't just mean from what you did through. I just truly enjoyed talking to you the other night. It was so fun. He gave me a lot of good ideas on the storage system that I thought I had a really good storage system until I saw his, and I don't. No, not at all. What are you working on right now? And hi, Angel. I see you, girls.
Do you want me
Just
to
here.
pop it?
Yeah, go
Yeah,
for it.
okay. Hi everyone, I just thought I'd just say hello, support Adam all the way. This is his story, and yeah, hi guys. I hope everyone's doing well.
Yeah. Hi. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Well, I'm glad he had you, and I'm glad you all had each other. You two are just so cute. I could just talk to you all day. But what are you working on? What are you both working on?
I'm doing Pinkie Pie, and you're doing your. Is it?
So I've got.
You've been having a go on Peaceful Tie-Dye,
Yeah.
which is a dragon, which was Dreamer's design, which is mine, because I'm letting him do a section or two, but he's not doing it all because that would be cheating.
Whenever I come down to Angels, I like to help her out, and because I know how busy she is with sort of day-to-day life, with videos, with everything that's going on for her mum, I'm happy to sort of help her progress the canvas just a little bit
Just
while
a
I'm
little
here.
bit. Just a few sections.
And it also lets me
helps.
try out canvases that I've been looking at, but wanting to see the sort of the finished product. It's good. But personally, I've got Lion Soul and Wolf Shaman that are my forever whips at the minute. They seem to have been going since about April or May. That's why I did Twisted Blossom. I needed something just to break it up a bit.
I love that. I love Wolf Shaman. And you just did a Twisted Blossom, and I've had that. I've wanted that for, God, a long time. And I kept saying, no, I'll do it later, And I thought, I had them, I need this. And then I thought, I can't do it justice like he did, but it's
Of course
You can, Tam.
Oh, thank you. It's beautiful, though. You're very talented. You really are.
You have to show Tam all the special drills, or like, yeah. So we got you.
I sent you the links for the special drills that I use. I am looking at doing a special drill stash video soon, so that they
I wonder why.
From Angel's inspiration, so I can sort of go on, tell people where I got them from, how much they were, the variety of different colours that they have.
They're beautiful.
For me, to sort of increase the joy that I get from diamond painting, just putting in extra special drills. Because some canvases, they don't come with many or they don't come with any, and it's nice to have just a little customization on it.
Personal touch, it bonds that together as well, I think. Right, guys, I'm going to just pop off now because this is you and, Tam's thingy, but I'm sure you want to interview me next or soon or whenever. So I love you guys.
All right.
See you in a bit.
Bye. Well, not bye, but I'll see you in a little bit. But yeah, I diamond paint because it just helps me calm. When I'm having those days and I just can put my AirPods in and I'll watch a video or I'll listen to music or an audio book and I will diamond paint and I'm a little heart content because it calms me. What does it do for you? I mean, do you do it for enjoyment or?
Yeah, it calms me, and if I'm really enjoying it, I get in that zone where I don't even realise how much time's passed. So the other day I was working on, I think it was the Wolf Shaman, and without realising, like 6 or 7 hours had passed, and I'd done like enough a full row, and it does sounds like a lot of time, but the Wolf Shaman is extremely confetti heavy, so it's one of those kits that, even though it's got loads of colours in, I've thoroughly enjoyed. Lion Soul not so much because it's got like four colours that are near enough the same colour. And it's got a lot of that deep dark blue in it, so it's it's taken me a while to get done.
Yeah. Well, Wolf Shaman's beautiful.
When we do my story, if we can wait to the questions at the end, I'm happy to sort of, if anyone's got any questions about diamond painting, I'm happy to answer them now. So with sort of Tracy's sent me a message with the Blushing Moon about the black gate. I don't know if I'll use metallics in it, but I'm thinking about using a black fairy dust to give that sort of shiny gate effect to it.
I love black fairy dust. Those are beautiful. I have a groovy girl from Halloween, and there's like 10 bags of black fairy dust. So I'm excited about that. But that Blushing Moon, I had that on my list and thought, maybe I'll do it later. And then when you told me about it, I looked at it again. I cannot wait to see what you do with that. That's going to be beautiful. So, so you do want to wait until the end to ask questions?
I'm happy. I don't mind. I'm happy to answer them going through if it sort of so that the sort of the comments and the questions are relevant at that time. I've got no problem with that.
Okay. All right. It's up to you. Whatever you need. And again, if you need a break, you just say I need a break. You can turn the camera off and do your thing or listen in early. Whatever you need. This is all about you.
To Alison, is it Haas? So I'm from Nottingham in the UK.
Yeah.
It's pretty much centre of the UK. From every coast, it's centre. So it's not like I can. When we have those holidays and I want to go to the beach, I had to take a holiday to go to the beach, not just 5 minutes down the road. I do wish I lived by the beach.
How do you meet Angel? How did
I met Angel through gaming. So Angel's a gamer and I'm a gamer, and I saw her gaming on Twitch and just started following her from there. For me, I don't know. It was like this instant sort of. I don't have like an instant connection. It was. I didn't know her, but as soon as I saw her, I wanted to get to know her. I wanted to sort of try and But from there, sort of, I watched some of her TikToks and really liked them. And then I sent her a message and we're like, I played Destiny. I've seen you play Destiny as well. Would you like to play together? So then a few of us would play Destiny together. And just from there, it just blossomed. And I think we've been together nearly a year and a half now. Yeah.
Wow, so you just kind of clicked.
Yeah, we did. We really did just click. And
You know,
it's nice. We just get each other. We like the same things, and we just have the same energy. It's lovely.
I can tell that you two have a lot of admiration for each other and a lot of support. And so, do you have any kids, Adam?
I have 2 children. One's 10, one's 8.
Oh wow, that's a great age.
Yeah, they're brilliant children. They are. They've got a lot of character. One's got a lot of attitude, but
yeah. Well, unfortunately, they're getting to be 3 teens, so I think that attitude not last.
It's the 8-year-old that has the attitude of a 16-year-old. It's all good.
Yeah, that's a great age. It is.
They are lovely kids. They really are.
So, what do you do for a living? What do you do?
I'm a primary school kitchen manager. Been there for about, I think it's coming up to 4 years now. In September, it'll be 4 years. It's my background is catering as my sort of secondary job. My first job was electrician, but we can go into that because that's part of my story. So, I started in catering, worked up from being a pot wash to a kitchen manager, worked at probably about 6 or 7 different restaurants and different types of restaurants. And then when my daughter was about to go to primary school, I was like, I need to find a job that works better with the hours so I'm not away all the time. So then I found the job in the schools and I was just like, you know what, this works perfectly. It starts after the school drop off and it finishes before the school drop off. So when I've got my kids, so I co-parent, me and the kids' mum out together. And we'll go into the bit of that on the story as well. With when I've got the kids, I can sort of be there to pick them up every day, and it's amazing. I was an electrician before being a chef, and I will even though it's a massive pay cut, I will happily be a chef for the rest of my life because there's just so much joy. More so when it comes to being in schools, because just to see the enjoyment, the excitement, and the thanks from the children is what makes the job worth it.
Yeah, that's great. You know, and that's the best job to have when you have kids. It's to work in the school system because you're right there with them too. You know?
Exactly. So I work at a different school to my children, but that's nice in a way as well. But I remember being as a chef, struggling to get time off, and I was like, I think I got like I was able to have like 2 weeks in a year, and I had to work all the major holidays, all bank holidays. I was working. I would always be working Boxing Day, New Year's Eve, New Year's Day. And then I've come to this role, and it's just like, wow, I get 13 weeks holiday. I don't have to work any of those special days that you want to spend with family. So it's really nice.
That's my sister. She is a principal. That
Yeah.
she's a teacher for 27 years before she started to be a principal, and she had 2 daughters, and it worked out better for her because she was there when they were in school. She was in school when they were out. Then she was listening, and yeah, it's a lot better. And plus, you're there if they need you. You're right there. Hi, Emma. Thank you for coming in the chair in the case. But yeah, I thought you worked in the school system, but I wasn't sure.
No, yeah, I think it's brilliant. So these Monday and Tuesday, I wasn't the best person to be around. It was extremely stressful getting everything ready for the last 2 days. But this is the first year I've gone in a way above and beyond with the school. So the year sixes, which is the final year in primary school, I went to them and said, look, I want you to choose the menu. So the children did a consensus, and they picked the menu for the whole school for those last 2 days. And then because I'd got some teachers leaving and the entire year six leaving, I made them a cornflake tart, which is a pudding they've not had for over a year. And I made them all goodbye and leavers cupcakes.
Oh,
So yeah, it was a fantastic reception for that. Everyone was super happy.
You seem to really enjoy your job, and
I'm happy when I'm in the kitchen.
Such a special person to work with children. I love kids. I don't know if I could do what you do every day. I know I couldn't cook, but it takes a special person to be around kids all day.
I'm only around the kids for an hour, so that's fine. I couldn't be a teacher. I couldn't be in the classrooms all the time with them.
No, I wouldn't.
No.
No way. I don't have the patience for that. I think you want to know me. I had zero patience, none. Hi, Melinda. Thank you for coming. But like I said, I love kids, but I couldn't teach for anything in the world. So I looked up to the teacher because I did a very hard job.
For them to what they go through.
So, how long did you and Angel been together? Did you say?
Been together a year and a half.
A year and a half.
And then
Save me.
and then it was probably about 6 months before that we'd been playing together, and about 6 months before that I was.
So you don't live close together, do you?
We live about an hour and a half away, nearly 2 hours away.
Hour and a half. That's what I.
So it's really nice when we can sort of get to see each other at the
Do you
weekends.
want me next to you, or shall I go
No,
in
you
the
can be in
diamond
No,
room?
just stay away.
Oh God, fine.
So leave.
I just don't want to be in the
No,
way.
you're not in the way.
And Angel had said she's gonna marry that man, so we want to know if there's any wedding bells in sight.
I'll go in red. Right. yes, I want to marry Adam because I was very anti-marriage before because of my trauma. And I was in a bad relationship for 14 years. And I'm like, no, I'm never going to get married. Never, never, never. I'm sorry. But because I've been living on my own for the last 8 years, I see Adam as my life partner, and I just wish we met each other before rubbish, narcissistic, abusive relationships. And yeah, we probably would have had 6 to 8 kids together, but yeah.
It'd be a horde.
But I've got him now. He's got me, and yeah, I would marry you. Yeah,
I will marry you.
I will marry you.
Well, I believe that we all need the people we need when we need to need them. And I think that you two needed to go through what you went through to find each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really did. That's how I feel. I think you're very lucky, Angel and Adam. I do. You're two of my favorite people in the world. You really are. I'm so thankful I met you. I made so many friends through this community, and when I see the love you two have for each other, it's beautiful. It is.
Yes, this is my other half, Emma, my partner in crime.
Partner in crime. Well, we all need a partner in crime, that's for sure. Allison said that, hold on, what'd she say? That she's a professional and she works as teachers in the classroom with children who are autistic from ages 1 to 22. Wow, that's special. I community people like that. So, yeah, Nia's the flower girl who did the throw glitter and drills at everyone. She said, Nia's gonna do your flower girl? Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. It's like we all know from diamond painting, the drills pop up in the strangest of places,
Oh God, yeah.
all over your body, in the bed, and I think it'd be perfect to have glitter drills, also diamond drills as confetti, just so that everyone else at the wedding can experience what we go through.
That's what is it? You know what? I think you should do that. I really do. I really do.
Yeah, don't throw them too hard at people.
I could tell you places that I feel drilled. I'm not willing to that I can, and that just end up in the opposite places. That's a great idea. I really think you should do that. What Emma said. Oh yeah, Emma said that. Hold on, I'm so people. You said it's
I'm
not
very,
the
very
partner
lucky
you
that
done.
I have Adam in my life, and the fact that you share the same hobby is absolutely amazing as well.
When we started sort of seeing each other and having this relationship, she was like, "Oh, you'll get bored of diamond painting." And as soon as I started, I was like, "That's it. This is my hobby." I've never had too many hobbies before. I've never been amazing at anything, but yeah, I love diamond art, and I know it brings Angel a lot of comfort that we can be in the same room and diamond paint, and it's not like one of us is doing one thing, one of us doing another. It's nice to have that another level of connection.
Yeah, definitely. I'm very lucky. I'm a very lucky girl right now.
I agree. And did you want to know you're gonna go live to the wedding?
Oh hell yeah!
Yes.
Oh, you guys are coming. You're gonna just have a full screen and everything. So don't you worry.
I didn't get a hand on the cry. I would. That'd be awesome. I look forward to that day. I know you do, but I did. let's see, it's addictive. It is addictive, and the community like Freedom Park is addictive.
It's not an obsession, Eve. We're not obsessed about diamond painting. Much.
Not me. No. I only had what 7 projects when I had 7. I'm like, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that, and the next thing I know, I had 7 paintings. I don't do that, but I kind of
When you see these art exhibitions and you see these museums, they're not classed as being obsessed, so we shouldn't be classed as obsessed either.
That's exactly right. That shouldn't say
I
it.
said to Adam the other day, when we live together, we'll be fighting over our parcels and boxes.
I didn't know. Listen, I'll share anything with anybody, but not the Dynamite. Nope, that's all mine. Sorry.
Those paint gems are actually mine as well.
No.
Cindy wants to know, what do you plan to do with your diamond paintings?
So with my diamond paintings, a few things. I'll either mount them on my wall. So I think I've got about between 8 and 10 mounted on my walls at home. Some are in throughout the house. So I've got one in my son's room, 3 or 4 in my daughter's, a couple in the hall, and then I had a lot up in my bedroom, but there were all these sort of the original Amazon kits that I did when I first started, and I've taken them down now just so I can put my licensed artwork up. But a few of the recent ones I've donated. So I've donated Young and Wild to the school that I work at, and Lala to the nursery that's next to the school.
That's
and then
wonderful.
A few of them I've given to Angel.
Well, did you want to know why you had 2 separate channels and not one together?
Well, to be honest, I wasn't really expecting Adam to get a channel, or it's just happened without thinking. And I've had my channel for about just over 2 years now, and Adam's only just started his.
And I think as well, because we do live separate, it's nice to have Angel's videos going off and then my videos going off, and then when we get together we can have the collaboration videos as well.
Yeah, because we both got different tastes as well, so
right. Yeah, I understand that. And I want to know what your favorite thing to diamond paint is, Adam.
So is that favorite type of painting or favorite thing with diamond painting?
I don't know. Emma, sorry.
No, Eve, we're not having separate stash cupboards. We're going to have a stash room.
Yes, padlock.
Stash room.
Key. You are not touching, especially Mum's butter D kits. No.
Do I get to see? Come on, let me see.
My favourite sort of type of diamond pipe, like images and stuff like that, are sort of like fantasy based. I love animals, so I've got a lot of wolves and sort of I've got a few dragons that I've either done or are coming up. There's one, I've obviously got a fire dragon coming up as well, which I did for Halloween. So yeah, for me, there's not a set type of image. As long as when I look at it, I like the look of how it looks. So I think the Wolf Shaman is one of the most colourful kits I've done. And then especially with Lion Soul, that's a very sort of dark colour. I've got one coming up that's not unboxed yet, called I Want Them to Love Me, which will be unboxing soon. And that is very heavy on the deep blues and dark purples.
Ooh, my favorite.
But yeah,
I don't know.
like I say, for me, I love the customizing as well. So the drills we had, and I did enjoy on when I did Big Sis changing the canvas to have a different console and controller, because I've played PlayStation controllers. The canvas has a picture of a PlayStation 2 controller and console. And as I'm an Xbox player, I was like, you know what? I'm going to change it. And he was like, yeah, you can change. Like, you go for it if you want to do that. And how it turned out, I think it looks amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god.
I did see. I would do a Final Fantasy canvas, definitely. That'd be awesome.
Those are, yeah. I love those.
I wish there was more anime canvases out there, and not just anime as in, like I said, the Miss Butter D. They are in a way anime, but I'd like to see a bit more like TV anime. If we could, that'd be a good avenue for them to go down.
So, do you have a favorite? I'm trying to say, a favorite artist, and do you have a favorite place that you like to diamond paint? Like my favorite diamond paint is on my bed.
So I diamond paint on my dining room table. It's in space that is big enough to diamond paint. I like to have everything where I can reach it, rather than like if you've got like a small table. Some people can have like the essentials. I'm that sort of person that has got everything on the table just in case I need it. But I haven't got a favorite artist. It's just if it looks nice and I like how it renders, I'll give it a go. Whether in time I will pick up a few that I like. I do like the Ivy Dollamore one for Big Sis. That was really fun to work on. But there's not really any that I would consider myself as that's my favourite yet.
Yeah.
So,
tell them that you've only seen DAC for a couple of months.
Yeah, so I've only been diamond painting for, it was pretty much a year and a half now. I'm very new to it, and it was only in the last sort of 6 to 8 months that I've been working on. That I've had my sort of Diamond Art Club kits, Dreamers Design kits. Before that, I was working on Diamond Painting Fanatic kits and Amazon kits.
Diamond Fanatic. So,
obviously the Amazon kits and Temu kits are the sort of the base level. Diamond Painting Fanatics and one with the Diamond Art are sort of high classes, like at the intermediate. Then you've got Dreamers Designs, and then at the top you've got Diamond Art Club. Their canvases are just insane.
Yeah, they're
but I don't judge the companies at all. I will happily, other than Amazon Team, all the ones that use licensed artists, I will always go back to them and try different ones. And there's a few in my basket already from Dreamers Designs and one with the Diamond Art, because they've got canvases that I was like, you know what, I need that in my life.
You're adorable.
Let's see. Dorothy said that I love to play Final Fantasy. Oh wow, I didn't know that was actually third there.
I growing up, I love Final Fantasy. It was I got getting more as I'm getting older. Getting into these sort of animes on like Amazon, so I was on Prime and Netflix and stuff like that, and I can just sit and watch them for ages. I love it. Just being sort of transported to a different place and just watch them.
Have you ever done an Art and Soul?
No, so I didn't know about Art and Soul till a couple of weeks ago, and it was, I can't remember whose live it was in. They were talking about like art and soul.
Shay?
Was it Shay?
Crafty Michelle.
I think it was Shay's live, Quentin Shay's live, and they were talking about art and soul in there, and I've never heard of it before, so I went on, and I definitely want to get a canvas from there, just so that I know I've supported them and I've got that canvas to be able to work on. One of my favourites, I got a one from the one with the diamond art, and I bought Angel a Fanara one, but I bought one that didn't technically have an artist, and it was it's a sunset scene with a couple sitting on the beach, and it reminded me of the holiday I had with Angel, and it was perfect. So I might have to do a little YouTube short for that one. She's blushing again.
Oh God!
She's blushing. So, Böyle she like the little thing that says the Nicholas during diamond. And like, I don't know what that is. I never heard of them.
Sorry, Emma, is that all right? We have Emma in the chat. Emma Casey loves crafts. She does beautiful dragon drawings, and I forgot what company she uses for the dragons. What?
I know that she had her searches off because one I'm all put in Emma's
Is it Moon? Not Moony Mat? Not Moony Mat? Is it Enable's Outpost?
Enable's Outpost.
Yeah,
but Emma does dragons. I have to ask Emma. Emma, I don't know, but I really need one of your dragons.
Yeah. She does. I know one of the large ones Enable's Outpost after the season, the dragon season. Yeah, they have a lot of her paintings, and I'm like you, Angel. I'm actually one of her dragons.
Yeah, her dragons are beautiful. Her drawings are so colourful and vibrant. So if you're a dragon fan like I am, I know you're going to love them. But yeah, I thought I wanted to point that out. Sorry.
That out, Daisy.
I'm all about the love and support.
No, thank you for doing so. And how about to pronounce your name right? But thank you for coming, for being here.
Yeah.
Welcome. So,
Elbows Art and Bella Art and Soul. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you, Emma Casey.
Yeah, that's him. Thank you. So, and like I said, this is your stage. You can have at it whenever you're ready.
So, you put the warning up, haven't you?
I did. It's supposed
I just wanted to let people know again. There is this. My story may affect people, may trigger people.
I want to message you
if it does, I'm sorry. If you want to leave me any messages, either on my channel or on here, feel free to do so. I just hope that this helps someone, and just to let people know that it does happen, and not to feel ashamed about it, and people are here to listen.
There's no shame here. There's freedom. That I promise you. That on my channel will ever be. And if somebody has a problem with hearing any of this, then I'm going to give you a couple of seconds to exit and say thank you for coming and supporting us. That it's going to be a heavy topic. And there is supposed to be a dinner scrolling across the bottom. I double checked and triple checked. I don't know why it's not. But I had no children in my life to put in the warning throughout the chat. That
Well, my story starts when I was 16. Um, I'm 35 now, but yeah, so I started when I was 16. I got myself a job as an electrician, and whether you know, I am nearly enough classed as a giant now. I'm 6'8". I think giantism is 7 foot. Um, but when I left school, I was 5'4" and really short, squeaky voice, and so polar opposite of what I am now. But so when I became an electrician, I got heavily bullied. Um, it would be a case of I would, being an electrician, I'd be made to do tasks that people didn't want to do, known as character building. And because people had these electrical test equipments, they would electrocute me. And it progressed and progressed. And yeah, it was just whenever I tried to raise a concern to people, I was just told that it's just part of the job. It's all character building. Everyone goes through it. Like that makes it all better, but it doesn't. And then I remember into my second year, so being around 17, I got into an argument with one of the older electricians, and I thought it was over, and it wasn't. That day it was raining, and we were working on the building site, and I got locked on the roof for a couple of hours in the pouring rain, and they all thought it was funny. Just to sort of teach me a lesson. And yes, each day was the same. You'd get the bullying, you'd get the being ordered to do jobs that no one else wanted to do, ridiculed. And then I remember it being my 18th birthday, and I'd been out in town before, and I love socializing at that age. And I went out with a couple of my family members, my cousins. I didn't have many friends where I lived that used to go out in town, so I used to go out with them, and they were a great bunch of people. I remember going out, and after a couple of the places we went to, I went outside, and I knew I hadn't drank that much, but I couldn't walk properly. I couldn't talk properly. Slurred words. It's almost like I'd drank for like hours straight, and looking back on it, I'd been spiked. Now, you don't hear a lot of people talk about men being spiked. I know you have that thing about, you see sort of the like male predators, and they spike women's to get their way with them. You don't hear about men going through something like that, and it's not a nice thing to go through. So I'm sorry for anyone that's gone through that. But I remember walking out of this club and knowing that something was wrong, but didn't understand why I was feeling that way because I'd not drank that much. And I remember walking down the street, and I was really uneasy on my feet. And this guy came from behind me, and he was like, "Oh, you stumbling? I'll give you a hand." And couldn't really walk properly, so I was like, oh, he seems like a nice person, I'll let him help me. Before I knew it, we'd turned into an alley behind some of the clubs, and he proceeded to S8 me. I use that word because it's the word I want to say isn't allowed to be used without affecting people's channels. So I was forced on my knees first, and the whole time he was just laughing because I had no control. And then when he was finished with that, he turned me around and had his way again. And again, laughed through it, belittled me, and when he was finished, there was no care for me at all. He just walked off laughing. And I remember a few hours going past, blacking in and out, the pain excruciating, and by that time I couldn't walk at all. I remember being passed out. I remember sort of coming in and out of consciousness on the street, just in this alleyway, and I remember obviously not being able to walk, so I thought I'd crawl. Someone would see me and help me. But that's where humanity failed people. So those people saw me on I came out of the alleyway and I was on the street, and people saw me, looked at me, and walked right past. They must have assumed I was just far too drunk and didn't want anything to do to help me. I remember spending what seemed an eternity, but it was probably just a few hours on the side of the road. And when I could start to feel my legs again, I started my walk home. Thinking back to it, I can't remember what his face looked like. I can't remember what any smells were. The only thing that I know is that he was Afro-Caribbean with dreadlocks, and that's the only thing I can remember. So yeah, I started my walk home. The walk from town to home takes about an hour, and it took me 6 hours because I couldn't walk more than a couple of steps without having to take a break. I couldn't sit down because the pain was excruciating, but I had to stop every so often just to take a rest, try and numb the pain a little bit. And when I got home, it was early hours of the morning. I went to bed and I buried it. It was one of those things where, how can I tell someone? No one understands what I'm going through. No one in my family's gone through it. And over the course of the next couple of months, I felt ashamed and disgusted with myself that I didn't have the power to stop it. And obviously I couldn't have done because I was spiked, but I had that mentality of I could have done something, even though I couldn't. I blamed myself for it happening. And I buried it deep down inside me. I stopped going out, stopped socializing, just confine myself to my bedroom. And that's when my joy of gaming started, because I could chat to people on there and no one would know who I am. No one would judge me for what I've been through. No one knew anything, but they didn't need to know anything. They were happy in that setting, just gaming. And I started to build friendships up again. And all this time, with all that trauma, I was still being bullied and everything as an electrician. So yeah, I become very numb to everything. I could feel sadness, but I had no way of showing my emotions. I couldn't cry. I didn't get angry. It just became a shell, really. And I remember banging my head against my bedroom wall as a release of the pain, but also to try and trigger myself to cry. And it never worked. As much as I tried it, it never worked. And then, yeah, so I buried it down deep, and I didn't want to think about it. People have said to me since, "Oh, did you not report it? Did you not want to go to counselling?" I wanted nothing to do with it. Like, it didn't happen. So yeah, that was that. And then I started after a year. Thank you. After a year of that trauma and everything, going through that, and then the added stress of my work bullying, and then I'd got my parents as well saying, "You need to go and socialize. You need to get out of the house more. You'll never meet any people. You never have friends on online. It's wrong to be sat inside." And obviously I couldn't tell them, but that's where I needed to be. And so I got that distance from my parents as well now, because I couldn't tell them. I was too ashamed, but I was still going through it. So yeah, after a year, everything got too much for me, and I was out for a walk a night, and my mental well-being was done for. I was just didn't want to do it anymore. I was done. And there's a couple of bridges across the river where I live. One now is a very happy place, where me and Angel have got a few padlocks of love on there. But the other one that you can see from that bridge is my pain bridge. And halfway down the bridge, there is a little rampart with a bench in it. And I stood on the bench, stood on the rampart, and set myself to jump. And I was there for a while, just figuring out, would anyone miss me, or what have I got to live for anymore? With the amount of pain that I was in, and the way people made me feel, I couldn't find many positives. So after about an hour, 2 hours of standing there, I had set myself. I was ready. I just wanted to escape from it all. And this river it's a wide river and a deep river with really bad undercurrents. So if you swim in it, you go under and you never come back up again. And I knew that, and that's what I was wanting. And I slipped. My right foot slipped. And I grabbed onto the lamppost that was next to me, and I was like, "No, this is not me. I'm more. I've got more in me still. I knew something. If I'd gone through this, and I could get past it, I could do anything. So that was me. I changed my job from being an electrician, started working in the catering business. Delved madly into games and built loads of friendships there. I think when I was 20, I started going out in town again because I knew I was surrounded by like 8 or 10 people. And by that time, being 20, I'd shot up to sort of 6'6". I was nothing like I was years previous. And I knew no one would mess with me. No one would sort of start on me at all. My voice had deepened, and at the time I got this skinny mohawk that Angel loves a lot. That's why I've brought back my mohawk now, but it's a lot thicker. So at the minute it starts there. Before it started there, so it's like half the width that it is now. And yeah, I left it all alone. I forgot all about it. And so it happened in August, and then a year later in August again, my attempted suicide was there, and everything was going really well. I accident prone, so I've got loads of burns and scars. But that's just me being special.
Can you tell them about the bad relationship with the kids' mom?
So about a year and a half after I started sorting my life out, I met my now ex-wife, and things at the start were fine. There's nothing wrong with it there. She'd get confused why every August I would shut down, and after a while I told her what was going on. I told her about my trauma, but not my suicide. And that was because how she reacted when I first told her. And that was the reason why I didn't tell my parents, because there was almost this, I don't know how to help you, so I can't help you attitude.
Disappointment.
Yeah, there was disappointment there. And I was just like, it wasn't my fault, but I still feel judged for it. And then years passed. I had my first child, my son, and from then, looking back, things changed. Things started going downhill. But I just thought that was part of being in a relationship where you live together. And then I had my second child, and then a couple of years later we got married. And looking back, the way I was treated wasn't a nice atmosphere. You had good times and you had very bad times, and there was lots of arguments. And a lot of her tendencies, the way she was very narcissistic, putting me down to make herself feel better, blaming me, to the point where she would start arguments with me because she knew that my way of getting out of dealing with the arguments, I didn't want to be in that shouting match, so I would go off and clean. and she would start arguments so that I would go off and clean, so she didn't have to. So.
In fact, you got married on August.
And my my wedding day was in August, the day before my trauma anniversary.
And she knew that.
And she knew that. So there's another reason to hate August now. I'm trying not to let it affect me, but
It's understandable.
Well, what came along?
Yeah, you came along. You helped me massively. And it's just fantastic.
No, Angel had to
Told
take
Angel after a little bit of what I've been through. I think I finally told my parents after about 10 years what had happened. And yeah, I'm all right with it now. I never want to go to therapy because I don't think therapy would have helped me. But yeah, it's one of them that I've gone through all that, and I'm the person I am now, and I feel stronger for it. So,
Right. And I'm gonna say you're an exceptional young man. You've come a long way. And that chick right there beside you, she had the perfect name, Angel. She's your angel.
Well done, Well done. You're going to be helping others.
yeah, so hopefully my story will help people. If it's a case of just to know that there's support out there for people. I'm not saying everyone will listen, but there is people out there who will listen that have gone through something similar. I know that when men go through these things, they don't want to talk about it because it's not something that people talk about. And the same with men's mental health. People don't talk about it, and we need to talk about it more.
Mm-hmm.
And it's one of those people that, like, when you look at the stats of men's mental health and suicide within men, it is incredibly high. And just knowing that you have a platform or an area that you can talk to just to unload how you're feeling, not for anyone to do anything about it, just to let people know that what you're going through, I know it could have helped me a lot when I went through it.
It does. It makes you feel, you don't feel alone when you hear other stories, because that can be very isolating when you feel like you're the only one that they're been through such a traumatic experience. And it just helps knowing that you had to. And are you seeing these comments? You'll have to go back after the live and read them all. You're so loved, and you're helping so many others. I know you are. I know it.
It was not. Obviously, every August I do have a down period where I just try and keep myself to myself.
Mm-hmm.
It's one of them, but I've got things to look forward to now. And diamond painting helped me a lot. Angels helped me in incredible amounts. Just not just with the support and the care, but just knowing that I've got someone to talk to, and she won't judge me because she's been through something similar. So it's nice to know that she doesn't judge me for what I've been through, and she loves me as well.
Do I?
I think she does.
I think she might. I don't know. I can't tell. I can't tell whether you and I don't know. I can't tell. Do you love them, angels? I think you might love them. Yeah.
So, Lee, I had a look at the calendar, and the weekend of the 19th, we are away at the beach. So it will be nice this August.
Oh yeah, we're going to watch that sunset like we did last year.
Yeah.
Of the sunset on the beach together.
And then I said this year, at some point in August, I'm going to go to that bridge at night, because since that night I've never been to that bridge at night since, and I'm going to light a candle and leave it there to thank that slip.
Yeah.
Because without that slip, I wouldn't be here to let my story to everyone and to be this, what people say is a lovely, amazing person. So thank you all.
Well, I think you need to do that. And I think going back to that bridge is something you're going to need to do. And Dixie had a question for you. She said, do you find that you're overprotective as letting your children go out places?
I don't know how I'm going to be when they get to that age. Obviously, they're too young to know yet what I've gone through. I will tell them in time, but I will be protected over them, and I will let them know what things could happen, not to scare them, just to inform them of the risks that there are when you go out. So to make sure that they have their phone on them, that they're always with someone they know. Those little bits can be a massive help.
And that's all you can do, and the rest is, and you'll teach them well. I know you will, and I had no doubt.
Mm-hmm. Super angel nanny.
Yeah. Super angel stepmom.
I had attended a comment from Lenore lead wife.
Oh.
I don't know why I said lead wife, but I know Lenore that was done. But she said, thank you so much for sharing your story, adding an angel. Bless you for being there to him. You did touch my soul, and I'm sending you love from my heart.
My adopted mom.
Mm-hmm.
And Lee's my adopted dad now. We signed the papers.
Lenore, love your heart. Lee, God bless you, angels. I don't know how you done put up with that man, but but yeah, I mean, you just, and I keep coming, and you're an inspiration to all of us. And I think you've helped so many. You've helped me see things in a different light that, I'll be honest, I never really thought about until now. And you're right, because most men, they can't talk about it. And it's nothing to be ashamed of. It's not. And I thank you so much for allowing me to let you tell your stories.
One of the things that I noticed on Angel's, is it TikToks?
No, Twitch.
She did a men's mental health month.
Mm-hmm.
And that meant a lot to me. I'm part of Pride, but I do have a little niggle with it that Pride Month has taken over mental health month, because men's mental health is very important and shouldn't be overlooked. I wish it was on separate months.
Should be every day, really, if I had it my way.
So let me ask you something. You said August is a very dark month to you. Is there any particular time that you do find people to, like, what I'm trying to say is there a special day that you and Angel just had together? Can I ask that?
No, so we have weekends together, and when I can, we'll have weeks together as well. But for me, it's that 18th and 19th are not nice days. Since my breakup, my depression and anxiety got really bad, which they're a lot better now.
Mm-hmm.
I have days where I still get those tendencies, but they're a lot better than they used to be. But those 2 days, they set them off really bad.
Had you ever thought about, well, first of all, Lenore had to step away and she said to say bye, so I'm going to let you know that. Had you ever thought about either doing talks to young men?
I've not thought about it. I've said it. I've done 2 lives telling my story. I'd like to get to the point where I can do that. But for me, there's a long way to go between talking across YouTube to people, and then actually having a room full of people to talk to. Because then although this is personal, that becomes a lot more personal, because then I can see their facial expressions,
Right.
and then I get to hear the emotion in their voices when they ask questions as well.
Right. Okay.
It's something I'd like to get to, but at the minute it's just too much.
Well, I think you're making great strides. This right here, there'll be so many others that can watch your stories. You're the one sitting in the shows, now you're online, and
I can start going live soon myself.
I'm looking forward to that. I cannot wait to that.
And it's happening this Sunday, okay?
I'll make sure
the waiting room's there, love.
I'll make sure it happens this Sunday, Ditsy.
No.
Thank you. This Sunday. Oh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, it's on there. It's on my channel.
Angel's first live.
I've got to do it now.
Yeah, now you have to.
Published,
That's that's how I got started with my channel, with somebody named Lee threw me under the bus and said I was going to start my channel, so I had no choice. I thought I had to. So,
are we going to get a positive live check? Because it's not alive until a certain phrase is said.
Shut up, please.
There we go.
I was trying to be nice, but like I said, that man, I try so hard not to, and then he'll say something dumb. You met the man. Need I say more? But see, there it is. That's what he said. But thank you so much for coming on. And
it's been nice to, although I get really stressed and nervous beforehand, it's nice for you to see a bit of my backstory.
Well, you're in a room full of friends. We're not strangers.
Friends and family.
And we all, it's a family, like you said.
Because of so much that's happened in my life.
I still think it may be okay. Maybe good to say, even if it's just something.
Okay.
Well, I just
I'm a bit nervous to share my story because I've had so much go on, and it involves like a loss of a child and lots of SA in my life since I was 12 years old. SH, which is when you hurt yourself, and obviously you've dealt with that one trauma, and he knows my story. I've had to deal a few of them situations, not with just one person, but a group. So I don't know how anyone is going to feel about my story, because I had a nurse, a psychiatric nurse, and she said to me, Angel, I don't know how you're still here, because if that happened to me with no mental health issues, I don't think I would be here. How are you still going?
Because you knew that something better was coming, and here I am.
Oh God, yeah. And I'm gonna let you guys decide if you do want to hear my story. I'm happy to share it on Tam's Live, but I just thought I'll let you guys know first. And there's quite a lot, and I just don't want to scare anyone off or.
I think it more love and support than people getting scared off.
Yeah, I just don't want anyone thinking it's a competition that, oh, you've been through that or that. So that's my brain. That's how I work. I'm very, I'm okay.
I would love to hear your story if that's what you guys like. Yeah, absolutely at a safe place here. I mean, that is not an angel. It's a let people tell their
Sorry. I'm sorry, guys. Sorry. I'm so sorry.
no, and just no, honey, your time. If you need a break, if you need to turn the camera off, you can do that. It's just,
Oh, good. Right, I'll let you finish off. And you okay?
Yeah.
More importantly, you're number one. You've just told your story.
I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going for a wee now.
I got something to tell you, Angel.
What did you say, Tammy?
I love you, Angels.
I love you more, Tam. You're the best. You are now my adopted sister.
Oh, well, thank you. I'd love to be your sister. Then I got all kinds of family here, and so do you. But I do appreciate you being here, and I do. And I think you've helped a lot of people. I know you've helped me. And I see things, I didn't think about some things until now. I think you're wonderful. And I'm sorry that you felt so alone sometimes, but you're not alone now. If you ever need me, you know where I am. I hope you know. You can reach out anytime, even if it's just to talk about anything. You're never alone. And I love you.
Inspirational.
I'm telling you, these comments, when you're ready, you'll have to go back and read them. It's a lot. You're loved. You're an inspiration. And I thank you for them for giving me the opportunity.
So look at the comments. So, Tammy, what are you working on?
What am I not working on? I'm working on a DSC training called
Thank you very much, Mia.
Blossoms, and I'm working on face for reflection, and I'm working on a theory friend to the Randall Tangler event.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm doing, and then a couple of tangents. I went crazy and I just started pitting things up, and then I realized what am I gonna do? I got all these paintings, and now I have all the knobs coming up, and I have to work my butt off to get this one done so I can start it. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm the sister wife. Yes, I am.
Mm-hmm.
I am. But Lee, Dad, and something. Lee, your dad, Lord have mercy. I'm sorry, Angel. That's all I have to say. In all honesty, though, he's a great friend. Hi, Christopher. How are you? Yes, I am the serial starter now, Chris. I wasn't. I am now. Do you like to work on more than a certain amount? What's the most that you like to have doing at one time? Or does it matter?
What's that, sorry?
Your thinking, do you like to have a certain amount? Like, I have the
I've
deep
got
and the
2
water.
on the go at the minute. I don't think I could have more than 3. I had when I was doing Twisted Blossom, that was my 3rd. But yeah, just and I could probably have more whips on the go if I had more release papers. So it's probably a good idea that I don't have loads of release papers at the minute.
Um, so you like to use release taters too? That's what I use. I like I like release taters. I find it easier. Um, are you are you feeling okay? That that's
Yeah,
normal. You feeling okay? If you need a break, you just tell me. If you need
I'm doing okay. I was just having a look through the comments.
that you getting better and better. That's what I was doing the whole time you were talking. You're reading the comments. You don't let blood. Hi, Michelle. Thank you for coming. Yeah. She said thank you for
Comments, Angel.
Yeah, I have.
A lot of people want to hear your story.
You're okay.
Of course I'm not.
Yep.
Love you, Tam Tam.
I love you and we'll talk. Yeah. She sure is. You're lucky. Like I said, she had the right name. She is your angel. And she's
Bill
like,
Morris Campbell is it does help using your trauma data as a liberation day. You're never gonna forget the trauma you went through, but to have that day to be like, it's not controlling me anymore. It's not what defines me now. It can be a massive help. That's what I'm hoping for.
and that's great. That's what matters. That you can wake up and say, I'm not this person. I'm not gonna let it define me. Because it doesn't. You know, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. I say that in every video, in every live, and I mean that. Unfortunately, we all have to go through the bad to get to the good. It just some has to go through worse. And I'm so sorry that happened to you. But
Like you said, if I hadn't have gone through that, maybe I wouldn't be this person I am today.
yeah.
And I like the person I am today. I might not tomorrow, but I do today.
Well, you should, because you're an exceptional person.
Oh,
I got
listen to
told off.
Auntie Tam Tam.
Something tells me she's not going to let you do anything but who you are. And that's amazing.
It's
Like-
dark in there, and I can still see you blushing.
Shush.
Oh man, I love to see her blush. She and Shay, they can blush, and it's just, I love it. Angel, we
Good,
love
pretty.
you.
I
Well,
really appreciate everyone for being here to listen. Hopefully, it helps someone.
I'm sure it will. And, you know, like I told you, I was in a digital platform, and you take as long as you need. And I'd sit here all day if that's what it took. But I did thank you very much for being here, and they all love you. And I think you've helped a lot of people. And if it's okay with you, I'm going to share this live again on my social media, if you're okay with that.
Go for it.
Okay. I think a lot of people
The
need
more
to.
people see it, the more people can take something from it. The world will be a better place.
Yes. And again, if you died, consider Angel and Adam's channel. Well, I say Angel there. You can to Adam's channel. Again, I'd appreciate that. Thank you, Dick.
Thank you, Dixie.
Yeah. And is there anything else you'd like to say to Lovely?
No, that's just I appreciate all the comments. They really love looking through and seeing all the love being sent my way. It's lovely. Thank you very much.
Well, thank you for being here. And shut up, Lee. I just said she took that up there. I did see that. See, when I put up with right there, that mean right there. But I want to thank Angel for being there for you. So, you know,
I wouldn't be here.
you're stuck to turn in. And I'm sorry, you're stuck.
Give me so much support and caring. She's lovely to be around.
And you can feel that. You know, when you're with her, it just, when you talk to her, it's infectious.
No.
She has a beautiful light in her eyes. She just
does.
infectious.
Oh, shit.
It twinkles.
We love you. I'm sorry. You're just going to have to bless.
I'll let you off.
Well, I thank you again for being here. And like I said, if you need me, I'm here. Shut up, Lee.
Like I said, Tammy, if there's anything I can help you with to do with diamond painting, you let me know. I'll happy to help.
I will. Thank you very much. And you did help me a lot. That I think I'm going to have to call you and ask you again how you did all that. Because,
Yeah, that's fine.
yeah. And I will ask you about, I'm going to get that canvas. And I need your, I'm not just like you are. I can't do the
I'm nothing special. It's all I did was look to the metallic drills I use have a DMC code, so I swapped those out straight away. And then with the glitter drills and the crystal drills, I just picked one that looked similar.
Okay. Well,
It's Twisted Blossom's got a lot of bling in it, but
I know.
Yeah.
I love it. It's beautiful.
worth
It's a beautiful canvas.
And like I say, Wolf Shaman's coming up. I'm about halfway through that. On the unboxing, I said I wouldn't do any extra specials, and unfortunately, I you there's quite a few specials than that now.
It's hard not to.
It is hard not to, especially when you walk into Angel's craft room and she's got special drills from wall to ceiling.
She does. That's what someone had said here earlier. They loved her classroom. I do too.
Amazing and
So
such a nice place.
organized. I never seen a classroom so organized like hers.
She's got a craft room video tour coming out soon, haven't you?
Yeah, in the next couple of days.
Next couple of days, that will be live on her channel. So please go and have a look at that and support Angel.
Absolutely. She had said she was going live Sunday. Now, could you tell us again the time so that we know the time?
8 p.m. British summertime. So that's BST, not GMT. GMT only works half the year round. I don't know if people know. So in the UK, we have 2 time zones for the same time, and it's to enable farmers to get more time in the fields. The clocks go back for the winter months, and they go forward for the summer months. So we have GMT or Greenwich Mean Time for the winter, and British Summertime BST for the summer or winter. Either way.
Yeah, that's how we did too. We had to fall back.
I think it's 11:15 here now.
Can I just say something?
Yeah. Sorry, you go for it.
I know, Tammy. Do you need a wee or something?
Yeah.
Go and have a wee. Guys, I'm going to see you all at Leopard Leather Works. Yeah, we're going to go on the live.
Yes, we'll be there at 7 p.m. my time.
Yes.
I hope to see you that I was going to ask if you're going to be there. Yes. Yep, we're in about an hour and a half. It's time to parties.
Oh God, yeah. I'm looking forward to that live. I might win a pen.
I hope so. I prayed to the God, the angel, and yeah, I did.
Pray to the pen gods.
And, you have won 10 beautiful tens in the past. You have.
I have, yeah. Right. I'm going to let you go, Tammy, and I'll see everyone in the chat, hopefully, in the live Leopard Leather Works. Because, Tam, you're an amazing mod on there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. And if you need my help with anything, you know where I am. You know,
Ditto.
I'm always here. Well, we're going to end it here. And
I'm going to leave and let you finish off. See you later, guys.
All right.
See you later.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you to the end here. Everyone, thank you for coming. As always, I love you. And like I always say, make sure you do love yourself. You can't love others if you don't love yourself. And no matter what you go through, what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. And lastly, you select the letter link to the live link that tonight. I would appreciate that. That I'm going to end it here, and I want to thank you all for coming. I appreciate that. I know Adam does. And I'm going to see not to do all I did here in about an hour. So thank you for coming, and I will see you in the next video. Bye, guys.